OK。哎，分区分错，等一会儿啊。OK， 搞定。我的室友还没有见到过。
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Everything must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
They're lucky they didn't end up with dragon food. Like that poor man. I could take all my galleons. Did you see the way they just and just saw fizzing whiskey last night?
他是在说我。
Says I should get to Hogsmeade as often as I can. Says it's good to get out of the castle sometimes.
Anyone been into Albie Weeks' shop lately? I'm always looking for an excuse to go to spin.
Potato!
Even if I can't afford a new broom.
Anyone fancy going to Brood and Peck with me?
没有规划好，
My friend said they are
要去找那个。
Already knew that. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
哎，忘了问他刚才在看啥。哎，等一下，我的耳机没有开。哦，好了。 我的耳机没有电了。OK 了。
Makes no sense to me why first years don't study If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom.
他是飞得最快的嘛？你好像很了解巫师棋。
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
让 Melda。
I really hope we get to see, or at least hear one today.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
你是觉得自己会被分到斯莱特林吗？
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm
他
especially
眼睛
proud
在
of.
看哪里啊？
He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
他为什么是看着角落跟我说话的？
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes,
Mermaid.
but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
还行啊，我今天中午就捏了个人，然后把第一章就是教学玩了一下，还可以。
Good morning. I
多少
trust you're
重的
ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
我之前预购的，预购的直接预购的豪华版。
Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised
可以买
something
Steam 吧 ，Steam 要
extraordinary
便宜
to
点好
ensure
像。
your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning, so that you
不
master
买
all
PC，
that's
那
expected
买
of
PS5
a
也可以
fifth year.
PS5 的手柄和这个游戏还
It would
挺
be
配
wise
饰的
to，take full advantage of this
就
exceptionally
施
valuable resource.
施法的时候，还有它那些都有音效震动，挺好的。
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
对，这有个箱子，学院宝
I
箱。
certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to
要
your
的就是一个游戏的，这游戏不是已经被喷烂了？想买的还是思考一下。我昨天不是说了吗？这游戏只要一刚出来，肯定一开始会被喷的，但是你看过不了多久，就会有真香的出现了。
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and
任何游
educate
戏
yourself about
刚
wizarding
出来被
lore.
喷都是正常的，
Do
毕
keep
竟
up.
每个人的 需求、要求、期待都不一样，
Why don't
只
you
要不满
cast
足
Revelio
达不到
on
他的
that
要求，
statue
肯定多少
and
都
see
会被
what
喷一下。
details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
水妖雕像，这种拥有变形能力的水怪。反正这个东西每个人需求不一样，我觉得只要你能在从中体会到乐趣就可以了，其他的不重要。就如果你玩得很无聊，那就没必要。但是我觉得你只要能觉得啊是有意思的，你愿意玩下去，那就可以了。这个是挑战中获取奖励。
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
是的，自己快乐就够了。
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
传送嘛，就是。霍格沃茨分为2个主要区域，地图左侧是学生和教授居住的地方。左侧，啊，就是我现在这个位置，包括公共休息室和礼堂。选择大理石楼梯区域，可以看到，感觉是飞鹿之眼，绿色代表已经发现的，灰色就是没有发现的。右侧有各个学术兴趣点，包括天文塔、图书馆。选择图书馆。这里是图书馆。主厅之路的眼啊，主厅在这里。通过旋转地图并使用。让我飞过去是吗？是的，自己开心就好了，不用管别人怎么想。又没花别人的钱，对吧？自己买的游戏，自己玩的开心就好了。
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I still can't.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts
你又没花他的钱，随便别人怎么说。
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
魔咒课的信息。
Charms class.
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
反正目前我觉得可以啊，虽然才刚开始，但是我觉得挺好的。而且需要一点，就是沉浸进去，因为他的上来说的东西很多，你需要真正的看进去。
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create
对
additional
RPG 游戏
assignments
就
for
是
you outside of
如果
class.
喜欢那
You'll be
种
up to
剧
speed
情
in
向
no
的东西
time.
的话，我觉得就会
Judging
喜
by your
欢。
adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
可以养动物吗？不知道啊，我还没玩到哪儿呢，我这才刚开始没多久。
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the
对，异度
basics
神
of
剑这些也是
spellcasting.
属于剧情向的。
I'm afraid I
勇
can't
者的
take
恶
all
龙
the credit there,
JRPG
Professor.
其
They've
实
a
对
rare
我也喜欢
aptitude for
JRPG。
magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself.
对，
Might I
相比
rely on you,
PVP，
Professor
其实
Fig,
我
to
更喜
explain
欢
the
偏
details of the
PVE
field
一点的
guide's
游戏。
map.
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those
PC 玩
assignments I
会不会
mentioned.
更卡？
And
那就
we'll
不
see
知道
if we
了。
can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
可以在地图中可用任务代表了主线任务，完成主线任务推动故事发展。某些任务会被特定的咒语以及等级要求锁定，如果遇到这种情况，你需要达到等级或者学习咒语来激活。魔咒课，奖励一个飞来咒，这个是黑魔法防御课，奖励拉维亚赛。先去黑魔法防御课吧。
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
参加黑魔法防御课。哦，这个地球仪是可以互动的。
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
固定你的魔杖啊，就是这个。哦，忘了按了。
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak. So, now, well done.
先把它漂浮盾就没了是吧？
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say
Only all my students would accept.
Levioso, Protego, student
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Levioso.
Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Levioso. for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must.
对，现在只能豪华版。
A classroom duel is one thing.
豪华版提前2天嘛，好像。
Wizards, or as evermore
2天还是72个小时？3天。
Different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
可以去另外一节课。
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
漂浮咒
duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your
有没有
first
骨
duel.
折版？暂时没有。刚刚我曾经参加过魔杖决斗，刚刚
In
是
fact,
第一
it
次。
was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
还可以加入地下俱
To
乐
keep
部。
students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
哎，这里又有一个箱子。小地图上显示的箱子是什么？
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
有一个支线任务了，现在。魔咒课飞来咒，我去把这个学了吧。啊，已经有了。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
这里有一个传送，但是在下面，怎么开啊？哦，那个是别的教室。还要上吗？啊，还要上。
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
飞来咒。
Akio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far
飞来咒可以
as
将目标
possible,
拉近
but
时，
not
按
a
下
bit more, or it
并
will
按下
fall.
所分配的按键以释放飞来咒，
I could
将
keep
目
talking
标拉
about
近。
theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. That's it. Happens to
啊，不能
the
掉下
best
来是吧？
Excellent control there. Splendid.
差一点，还可以吗？
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
刚才那段话他把语音切换到我的耳机里面去了，
Bit of a challenge? Come on up.
切换到手柄上了。突然我发现我耳机里面没有声音了，原来是手柄在说话。
And Miss Onai, you are playing
又
red.
来了，
Clear?
这一段他又把语音切换到，现在要干嘛？啊，是这个女的先开始。
Here we go.
啊，50分。红球是他的是吧？哦，拉多了，哎，刚好。
Quite impressive. Watch this.
我是不是可以把他的球撞下来
That is how it's done.
哦，不行。啊，不过比他高，赢了。好玩吗？才刚开始，还不错吧。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
增加难
I
度，
think we are well past interesting at this point.
还是他先开始。
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. Yes.
Akio.
Splendid.
Let us see this. There we go. Brilliant. Watch this. That is how it's done.
Akio.
哦哦，啊，按久了，刚才被碰到了一下。
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
新的任务，次要决斗之杖，我应该去谈一谈秘密决斗俱乐部的事情。支线任务这是。这个要2级，我现在是不是没有2级？哦，我现在就要2级。黑色皮手套，这个是我之前的那个衣服吧？飞行坐骑，完成4个任务，奖励传奇披风，这是外观，传奇手套，装备天赋还没有解锁。这个还差一个，就是这个吧？刚才拿的手套就是这个。 在变形学教室会面，能不能传送啊？没有。哎，这里。哦，这个在楼上，他要去的地方是在，哎，这里近一点，变形学庭院。哦，这个。
Another adventure, are we?
这个是传送的那个，刚才那个教室里面。教学楼里面都没有几个没有找到。哇，摸那个猫，它还会发出声音。这里有一个传送，啊，只要路过它就会点亮了。
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own
可以去买自己的魔杖了。 魔药店的事
Can you
情。
tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
可以带娜娜还是？萨巴斯蒂安是谁？是第一节课跟我决斗的那个，然后这个是刚才那个女的。
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
作业是各种任务完成，完成首个任务会奖励修复咒。
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Drink. Had to say drink.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. And these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
收集残破雕像附近的飞天树叶。哦，就这个。
This is the right area. Got it.
收集黑魔法防御塔中的飞天树叶。哇，这个要在楼上。
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
这里。
Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
到底哪坏了？我也没看出来哪儿修好了呀。这里有个箱子啊，在 不在里边。打不开。哎，这里。什么意思？这是密码吗？这个东西加11加这个等于21，是这么算的，是吧？然后蜘蛛加上下面这个东西，这个是什么？然后再加这个等于17。21减11等于10，那也就是说，上面这个东西加这个东西等于10，对吧？然后这里是2个问号的意思，就是说，是2个这个数字，得先把上面这个数字算出来。这个加这个是10，上面那个是个什么东西啊？哦，就这个。问题是它也没有说每一个东西代表几啊。先不干这个，待会儿晚一点再来想。这他妈开个门还得算一下吗？等级锁定。看来现在没有作业了，3级。我想先去买魔杖啊。霍格去学校正门口。不行，得走过去，没有传送。他哪怕给几个动物代表什么数字也好啊，他应该不是这样的吧？他就想一个问号代表了哪个动物。晚一点再想。这里也有一个箱子，这个箱子。
Revelio。
是在地底下。刚才那个铃铛是什么意思？哦，在这儿互动。果然用这个显形咒语就看见了，在这里。永远护目镜。
Revelio。
哇，他的这装备还是加防御的。我还必须得带是吗？哇，好丑啊！加5的防御，攻击未应用强化。靠，能不能不显示？ 还要穿装备的。
Revelio. Revelio.
I find if I try to look at them...
Hello, looking for me?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor
哇，
Weasley
我这
tells
眼
me
睛也
that you
太
need to
屌
go to
了，
Hogsmeade.
这也太
You
丑
must
了。
be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience. I was glad Professor Weasley.
我看一下有没有不显示。没有。哦，更改外观，可以更改的。可以不戴的，可以不戴的。穿上之后，不要显示就行，太丑了那个。
Accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
草林虫。
What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them,
可以
you
做
can
魔
also
药。
use them in potion making. Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
鹰马异兽。
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off
左手
limits
边
to
是精
students,
灵，这边是
as
精
the
灵。
name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
跳跳伞军帽。哎，这个不能哦，也可以，也可以收集。
How are you settling in?
都是材料。
I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too.
这个东西，这个标志是什么？这里有动物。我抛弃了。待会儿任务失败了，待会儿再回来。
Mr. Moon，
等一下看下地图上有没有标识，那个是个什么东西？普熔溶巢，普熔溶是什么东西？
He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy guys. Ugly and airy and
隐形兽。
I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you. What?
Poor Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun.
喝醉了是吧？
I will say that I have never seen him in such a state.
哎，这里有矿。
Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade.
月石。
I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty.
把所有材料都能拿了都拿了，之后肯定都能用。到这是叫什么？霍格莫德。
And here we are. It is hard to know
商业街。
The Three
哇，这个豹猫。
is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand?
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you
可以
will
拿
do
到
with one of your
自己的
own.
魔杖了。
You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished.
自己
Enjoy
逛吗？
yourself. I will see you soon.
到处都是不同的景点、商店和其他兴趣点，你可以使用实战指南的地图进行导航。这个剪头发的，魔药店，这个是魔杖店，书店，这里面有宝箱5个，是这个意思吗？这个地图上。 然后55个实战指南书页，9个隐形兽雕像。这里可以买扫帚、 先去买魔杖。
Merlin's blooming beard, not a gem.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
我又要拿到一根很屌的魔杖了。
Oh goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
哇，自己选啊！月桂木、龙芯肌腱，更为柔软，12又1/2英寸。魔杖风格自己选，灰色。
How intriguing.
黑的。灰的好看一点，还有这种轻柔螺旋，
How intriguing.
精干，
Curious indeed. How intriguing.
我喜欢这个。再对比一下这根跟这个，这根要光滑一点，这根纹路感要强一点。木头类型，月桂木，这个是长度，紫杉木，黑檀木。
Curious indeed.
我换木头它也没变坏啊，我就要月桂木吧，柔韧性更为柔软了。
Curious indeed.
调这个它也没变化。 回忆弯曲，更为柔软。12又1/2，最长是14又1/2。12又1/2可以。独角兽的毛，凤凰羽毛。我要凤凰羽毛。
Ah, phoenix feather, exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative.
月桂木凤凰羽毛更为柔软，12又1/2英寸，就它了。
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
现在去买卷轴、箱子。哦，又拿到了一个银边半月眼镜。巫师服装店，去看一眼吧。哎，没有活动，不能买衣服。
Revelio。
现在还不能买吗？
Revelio。
风雅牌服装店人偶。这下面有个箱子。 这个箱子我还打不开。买魔药。
Revelio。Accio。Revelio。
可以给它修好。 还可以学阿瓦达索命咒。啊，这里有个传送。我还可以修剪树。
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
怎么全是眼睛
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
我要配方啊，加防御的，这个是治疗的配方。
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if
其
you're
他
in a
东
rush
西买不
today.
起，现在。
Revelio.
.这里有个箱子，在外面吧。哎，那我刚才魔杖店没有用这个，是不是有一个挑战那个没有拿到？这个是黑巫师才可以学，那个还早吧，也不是我现在可以接触到的。回去看看是不是有个挑战的东西没有拿到。
Revelio.
这里我不能进去。
Lumos. Accio. Revelio.
没有，这里没有。巨柱与卷轴，神奇萝卜。神奇萝卜在这儿，巨柱与卷轴在这里。
An inquiring
Revelio.
哇，它这有个机关。
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
园艺工作台，还有魔药台，万书配方。
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around
野
at
兽
the
喂
rest
食
of
器，
my inventory.
就是以后养宠物用的。野兽玩具，切多台，还有粪便堆肥装置。
Revelio。
这里拿完了，应该没有了。实战指南书页这里就收集到2个，其他的应该是在霍格沃兹地图。不对，那它就是这个地图，就在这个地图里啊，应该还有哦，它这片地图是这里，还包括野外。有5个宝箱，宝箱有一些在那个锁着的房间里，现在还打不开。
Revelio。
像这个。
Accio。Levioso。Reparo。Revelio.
They were out the other day. Tomes and scrolls. Out of 1,000.
哎，这里有一个箱子。其他的目前拿不到，应该。去这个萝卜吧。
Work hard and don't be afraid to fail.
Revelio.
Godric Gryffindor is the greatest steward in history.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu power.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
白仙就是这个嘛，治疗用的。这样就买完了。再看看还有没有什么东西。还有书页什么的，像刚才。这不是吧？那是蝴蝶。
Revelio.
应该没了，应该拿的差不多了。
Revelio.
Accio. 这个是在里边吗？这个书页在里边。
Revelio. Accio. Accio.
嗯。
Revelio.
不在这里边。
Accio.
还是这个拿不到。
Accio.
那个是拿不到的，这里是剪头发的地方吧？
Hello.
Oh, come in, come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself.
别人家随意。
They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here, thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm quite all right as I am.
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure.
麻瓜费老白，我靠！
No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
I should be going now. Thank you. Revelio. Accio.
拿不到，这个应该是拿不到的。
Revelio.
啊，这个可以。
Accio. Revelio.
这里还有。
Our children on the go down.
Accio.
还有4级了，是不是有的门可以解锁了？哎，这里还有。飞哪去了？ 还差1页。啊，这里有55页。这个箱子什么意思啊？ 箱子打不开。
Revelio.
哎，我又看到了一个书。飞不见了。
Revelio.
这里有一个指南。这里收集齐了这个。
Revelio.
What a lovely treat to have you walk by. Be sure to pass by.
Revelio. Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Wow. 这是刚拿到魔杖就要战斗了吗？
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Oh, 出红标的时候闪躲。
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wet him down!
能不能格挡试一下？
Stu
不行，格挡不了，只能闪躲。我靠，一锤差点把我敲死。
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
我靠！
Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio.
哎，黄色好像可以格挡吧？试一下。对，黄色可以格挡，红色不行。跟刺客信条一样。哦，不是，那个谁，跟战神一样，战神也是黄色可以格挡，红色只能闪躲。 L1加 R1召唤古代魔法，我靠！
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
修复损坏，损坏。这里。
I will see what he wants.
啊，可以对话了是吧？打完之后就可以对话。之前进来的时候不能对话。模特可以互动。
Revelio.
但这个箱子还是开不了。
Reparo. There, good as new.
哎，还是不行，你叫我进来干嘛？
Reparo. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Revelio. Reparo.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
传统校袍加5的攻击，就跟我现在穿的这个一样嘛。我这个是不加攻击的，造型一样。还有橙色的传奇灵智决斗手套500块钱，加7的攻击，那些是5级的，现在还买不起呀。哦，可以把这些拿到这些卖掉。
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just stand this way then.
I sell even more.
没有，还没有新的。
Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
去买扫帚。
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
哎，那有个树叶。
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
这是卖酒的吗？
Heard about the attack.
不是卖扫把
I
的
shall be
吧？
looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
哼，这是男的女的？
What timing?
这个声音我第一次刚听到的时候，我也以为是男的。
Was that
金色
log I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve.
感觉像是个男的配音的。
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
"我操，还能拿别人的东西喝！"
Revelio.
他楼上有东西。金边6边形眼镜，怎么全是眼镜？我都拿到好多眼镜了。这个跟我的一样的。
Revelio.
楼上还有。哎，他这是2楼的门。 这里进不去，现在。
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
回到公共休息室过夜。这里还有一个传送没开，去把这个传送开了先。哦，不行，我现在返回不了了，必须让我现在就走。下次来开吧。我的室友还是没有出现。决斗之杖。来找我，我在从古灵阁拿回来的匣子上有了新的发现。看看这个地方在哪儿？那个是主线，哦，这个是支线，在这儿。
can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
利用类似漂浮咒或者是拉维亚萨等咒语击溃敌人的黄色护盾，锁定目标，然后切换 ，OK。
It's thought so. Don't shy away now.
You're better than that. Stupid. Levioso.
There goes my way.
Levioso.
Protego!
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
What are you up to now?
为什么标的有2个地点啊？哦，那个地图，哦，我知道，那个是我之前标记那个传送点的，把它取消了。
Revelio.
这是厕所啊。
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar.
皮皮鬼在哪？啊，在这里。
Charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with
啊，是
him.
这个。
That if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim. Whee! Okay.
Revelio.
哎，这里有个传送，传送在楼上。这里有一个。
On another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Look at your hair, your complexion. Whatever it is, they'll all want to know your secrets.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
这种宝箱现在还打不开。
Revelio.
哎，这个帽子比我现在的好。哎，哦，是头饰，加6的防御。一个握柄，这个握柄不好看啊。黑魔法驻军帽，黑魔法帽，哇，认真的吗？这个帽子。
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
下面又有一个作业了，好像。火焰熊熊。可以学会一个新的魔法了。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
赢下2轮决斗之杖的比赛，完成准备了一套咒语组合训练。
A new student were to help me with my sad prediction.
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you? Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports.
Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
是个支线，先不做这个。
Reparo. Leviosa.
这里有个
Accio.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
"用强力咒语来打破紫色的护盾。
Leviosa. Descendo. Protego. Is that all you've got? Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Stupefy. Rebellion.
Looks like a winner.
Levioso.
You're better than that.
他这个切换人不太好切换。
Levioso. Protego.
Find the one. Leviosa.
Levioso. Protego. Stupid. Accio. Accio. Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
释放飞来咒，然后连续发动4次技术攻击。释放阿拉维尔，然后4次。
Levioso.
That's it.
Levioso.
Keep trying.
哎。
Levioso. Accio.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work.
较短的射程使得释放，需要与目标保持较近的距离。它这个只有4个格子啊。
Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
What are you up to now?
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
哇，居然不能跳下去！
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
换身肉。
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
没有男女之分。有的呀，分男女的呀。见人的时候可以见女巫或者是巫师，分男女的。
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
这里有一个传送，哇靠！14秒应该来得及吧？对，开个传送。
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
靠，打错了，打到我旁边的墙上了。哇靠！得从他后面那过去是吧？
Should be in the clip. Skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
不行，用这个还是不能开这个箱子。这里又有人了。
Shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Incendio!
他这每次要用的时候都得换啊。没有第二页。
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Levioso. Reparo. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it!
哇，拿到一个手套，橙色的。加10的攻击。 橙色的。
Where might this lead? Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
"还有，我靠！"
Levioso, Accio, Incendio.
哦，这个要记。古代魔法能力会通过成功的攻击或受到伤害来获得增强，成功连击10次以上开始产生古代魔法充能。收集它们将会极大的填充你的古代魔法，并恢复少量的生命值。哦，生命值上的那个条是古代魔法。古代魔法有一段满的时候就可以使用了。
Protego, Revelio. Protego, Stupefy. Levioso.
啊，按错了。
Levioso, Accio, Incendio.
哎，那边又是个什么东西？
Accio, Levioso, Revelio. Reparo. Oh.
哇！吓死我了！
This must be the way forward, but to where? Revelio. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
蓝色墨镜。加7的防御。哇，这里有好多。
Protego. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Protego.
哇，好痛啊！怎么记得了？
Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. It is a book after all.
我操，还能降雨！没有中文字幕，有啊。
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
他没有答应他呀，感觉这女的有问题。
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Reparo.
镜子没什么用啊。
Revelio.
Oi, can you help me?
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map? Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
哦，是这样的，藏宝图。哦，在那个雕像那里，它这有顺序的吧？这个是龙。哇，它这是什么顺序啊？这没有什么顺序啊。
I'd spend the entire day in Hogsmeade if I could.
Augustus held that. And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you?
哎，我要去的地方。
My young friend.
Accio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
OK， 主要任务做完了。OK 了，休息了，这个任务做完了，明天再玩了，1点半睡觉了。 黑魔法面具。
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
「好了，睡觉去了，我困了。明天再玩了，下了。下了，拜拜了。